Good evening, everybody, and welcome to John D. Andrini Field here at Kiski. Game 2 of the day for the Cougars as we welcome in the Comets of Penns Manor High School. That's in Hellwood area of Indiana County. So Penns Manor, relatively local to Kiski. We welcome you down for this evening's contest. Cougars played Shadyside Academy in a 5-inning JV game earlier in the day, coming away with a 9-3 victory. Gabe Corman had a couple big doubles on the day and another single to plate a couple runs. Ben Dunkelberger also with a couple RBI hits for the Cougars. Penns Manor coming in with a record of 4-11. Head coach Eric Corvina leads the Comets in with a 4-11 record. Comets will start today with number 10, Carter Smith, on the mound. And he will be joined in the battery with catcher number 8, Justin Wojtek, behind the plate. The Comets lineup is pitcher number 10, Carter Smith, will lead off for the Comets. Second baseman Tyler Cooper, number 5, will bat second. Third baseman Caden Detweiler, number 99, will bat third for the Comets. Batting cleanup for the Comets, number 4, Connor Thomas. He will play shortstop position. Wojtek, the catcher, bats fifth, number 8. Number 7, Braden Mumau, first baseman, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, center fielder number 19, Andrew Freno. Number 15, Nick Smith, will bat eighth and play left field. And batting ninth, number 20, playing right field, Brighton Gillen. Comets will also have number 18, Tyler Malott, and number 2, Logan Keith, as backups. Cougars are going to go with the starting lineup of number 13, Tyler Hahn, leading off and playing shortstop. Number 6, Brandon Abreu, will bat second and play center field. Number 14, Cy Zufall, will take the mound tonight for the Cougars, and he'll bat third. Number 2, Matt Campbell, bat cleanup and play catcher. Fielding Strauss, number 9, will bat fifth and play third base. Wade Collins, number 10, will bat sixth and play first base. Logan Gates will bat seventh, number 3, and play second base for the Cougars. Ben Dunkelberger batting eighth and playing left field, number 17 for the Cougars. And Gabe Corman will bat ninth for the Cougars and play right field, number 16. Cougars will have Jesse Nelson, number 12, Justin Urban, number 22, Number 7, John Williams. Number 19, Katara White. And number 15, Cheo Stevenson on the bench has backups. So we're about 5 minutes or so, I'm not sure, from first pitch. We'll have the starting lineups announced over the PA system here at the stadium, and then followed with the national anthem, and then we'll get to playing ball. So we look forward to an exciting ball game here tonight. Beautiful weather. Nice sunny day today. What is it? Still about, what was it, about 75, 80 degrees still out there? 75, 76 degrees. No, just a slight breeze. Trees are coming in, leaves are coming in on the trees. Beautiful spring day, Mr. Clark. Beautiful spring day. Great day for baseball. So we have Mr. Clark up here helping us today, working the camera for us. Miss Hughes will be working the PA system at the stadium here, announcing, playing some music, entertainment, walk-up songs. I mean, we got it all going today. I think she also will have the computer up, so if you have a comment and you want to send us a comment, I think Miss Hughes might be able to read those comments and fill us in on what's happening here. If we can do anything to make your viewing experience any better, just let us know in the comments section and we'll do the best we can to fulfill your evening with pleasureful Cougar baseball. Mr. E, Kiski's head trainer, kind enough to join us up here, work the scoreboard for us, keeping track of balls and strikes. Right now, it looks like he's got some serious combat missions going on his phone. I don't know what kind of game that was, but I don't want to prevent you from earning your jewels or your coins or whatever it is that you're earning there, Mr. E, because we still have a couple minutes. So the captains are meeting and coaches are meeting at home plate with the umpires. We're going to go over sportsmanship rules and all those nice things. And we'll get to the national anthem here. And we will be back. I'm going to stay live with you folks. Don't mind me, but I'll probably be on the PA for right now to announce the lineups here at the stadium. I don't know why, but they tell me they like my voice. They say I have a good voice. But Mr. E, you know what they say? I have a face made for radio. I have a face made for radio. Oh, well. We have a little static issue here on the PA system at the stadium, and so we have to turn it on and off so that we don't aggravate the people sitting here with the fuzzies in their ears. I mean, we're trying the best to accommodate everybody, Mr. Clark, and sometimes it's harder than it sounds. So Miss Hughes is getting everything ready, and we will get started. It's a long meeting, long-winded umpires today. They must be giving some words of encouragement. And oh, Miss Hughes, don't start the national anthem yet. Oh, she's trying to find a good one. Oh, what we got? Do we have? We have. We have choices. Maybe that could be a poll question for our viewers at home. Which? Oh, I got him. Oh, I got him. Go ahead and line them up, and I'll call them. We're gonna. We're gonna. We're gonna announce the lineups here. So just bear with me, folks. I'm going to pull this microphone away from my, and you should still be able to hear me. My mouth, my my guy's a my guy. My voice is big voice, but so I'm going to announce the lineups here, and just bear with me, folks. Welcome everybody to John D. Andrini Field here at Kiski. We welcome Penn's Manor to Kiski. Glad you could join us from up there in northern Indiana County. So today's lineups, as reserves for the Comets, number 18, Tyler Malott, and number 2, Logan Keith. Starting lineup for the Comets, leading off and doing the pitching, number 10, Carter Smith. Batting second, playing second base, number 5, Tyler Cooper. Batting third and playing third base, number 99, Caden Detweiler. Cleanup hitter is shortstop, number 4, Connor Thomas. Is it Thomas? Toombs. James. Oh, James. I couldn't meet. Sorry. Connor James. Batting fifth. Catcher, Justin Wojtek. He's wearing number 8. Number 7, batting sixth. Playing first base, Braden Newmall. Batting seventh. Playing center field, number 19, Andrew Freno. Batting eighth. Playing left field, number 15, Nick Smith. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 20, Brighton Gillen. Now for the home Cougars. In reserve, we have number 12, Jesse Nelson. Number 22, Justin Irvin. Number 7, John Williams. Number 19, Kitaro White. And number 15, Cheo Stevenson. Starting lineup for the Cougars. Batting first, number 13, shortstop Tyler Hahn. Batting second, center fielder, number 6, Brandon Abreu. Batting third, the pitcher, number 14, Cy Zufall. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 2, Matt Campbell. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 9, fielding Strauss. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 10, Wade Collins. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 3, Logan Gates. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 17, Ben Dunkelberger. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 16, Gabe Corman. Ladies and gentlemen in attendance, if you could, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to start tonight's contest between the Comets of Penns Manor and our Kiski Cougars. Again, nice, beautiful, sunny evening. Sun's going to be blinding for that home plate umpire right now. I would not want to be behind the plate calling balls and strikes right now. Sun right in your eyes. But Cougars are going to take the field. Zufall is going to take the mound for the Cougars. It actually looks like it is Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell behind the plate. Zufall pitching. And we're going to have left to right in the outfield Dunkelberger, Abreu, and Corman. On the infield, third baseman fielding Strauss. Shortstop Tyler Hahn. Second baseman Logan Gates. And first baseman Wade Collins. Cougars are in black tops with white pants tonight. That's their traditional home uniform. And the Comets are going to be in the blue tops with the gray pants tonight. Leading off for the Comets will be Carter Smith, and he'll be pitching. So due up for the Comets in the top of the first is going to be Smith, Cooper, and Detweiler. And it'll be James if anybody gets on. So warm-up throws are completed. All the warm-up balls are in. Zufall looks like he's ready to go. Smith steps in the box. And here we go. Zufall steps off. He's going to reset everything, get his signs. And he winds. Strike on the first pitch. Looked like he threw a little bit of a breaker there. I'm not real sure, but it looked like it wasn't the straight fastball. No balls, one strike. Up top, puts it in for strike two. Zufall starts out, no balls, two strikes on Smith. Fastball just off the outside corner. One ball, two strikes. Zufall with the windup. Fouled back by Smith, straight back to the screen, keeping this count at 1-2. Carter Smith, looks like a nice sized boy. Zufall with a breaking ball. Smith hangs in, fouling it straight back. Still 1-2. Shadows creeping across the right side of the infield. Breaking ball. I thought he caught it before it hit the dirt, but Campbell throws down the first to complete the strikeout. One down for the Cougars. Zufall with a nice start. Got Smith out in front on the breaking ball. Now up for the Comets, number 5, Tyler Cooper. Tyler's playing second base tonight. Slow chopper. Zufall gets it. Throws it down to first in time for the out. One pitch out. Nice play by Zufall to get off the mound, gather up the ball, and get it over to Collins at first in time for the out. Two down in the top of the first. Zufall working quickly. Minimal pitches, being efficient here. Starts him out with a breaking ball for strike one. Caden Detweiler, third baseman, number 99, in the box for the Comets. Zufall looked like he had a little bit of a harder of a breaking ball there, low into the dirt. 1-1 on the count. Fastball up, and Detweiler lays off, working the count to 2-1 in his favor. Zufall's going to take his time and gather, working from the windup still. He's going to step off. Didn't like the signs that he was getting, so he's going to check. A little bit of a breeze. Zufall, slow breaking ball in there for a strike. Now the count's 2-2. Nice breaking ball by Zufall. I think Detweiler was expecting a fastball there ahead in the count, and Zufall brought him the breaking ball. Another breaking ball. Detweiler's a little out front, fouls it. Slow roller here into the third base dugout, keeping the count at 2-2. 2 outs, top of the first. No score. No runners on. Timeout called by Detweiler, and the umpire rewards him with the timeout, and he's going to step out of the box and gather himself. Now he steps back in, and he's set. Zufall with the windup. Gets a slow roller, bounces straight up to Hahn, fires it over to Collins, and Zufall completes a nice 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first, and the Cougars are going to come up to bat right after this short break. So welcome back to John D. Andrini Field. Cougars coming up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. We're going to have Tyler Hahn, Brandon Abreu, and Cy Zufall top of the order. Of course it would be the top of the order because it's the first inning, right, Mr. E? I mean, it only makes sense. So top of the order. But again, Hahn, Abreu, and Zufall. Campbell would bat fourth if anybody gets on. Carter Smith on the mound for the Comets. Zufall did a nice job there in the first inning. Top of the first inning, being efficient, throwing strikes, working ahead in the count, getting 3 quick outs. So let's see if that can continue. So Smith completing his warm-ups. Sun is still gleaming in on the home plate. Shadows over top of most of the rest of the field. Home plate still in the sunshine though. It's got to be brutal looking in and trying to see that. So Smith with his last warm-up throw. Catcher is Wojtek. Comets left to right in the outfield is Smith, Freno, and Yillen. Third base is Detweiler. Shortstop is James. Second base is Cooper. And there's Tyler Hahn for the Cougars. Line drive into the right field on the first pitch, and he gets a single. Gillen quickly gets it back in for the Comets, but the Cougars off to a hot start with the first batter on after the first pitch of the game. Brandon Abreu up now for the Cougars. Hahn with a big lead. Abreu takes high, ball one. Hahn being held on by Mumaw at first. James misses with the second pitch. And it's ball two to Abreu. Ball up 3-0. Ball up 3-0. So Smith falls behind Abreu. Hahn on first base gets his lead. From the stretch, Abreu squares around but pulls back. And he'll draw a 4-pitch walk. And the Cougars have guys on first and second with nobody out. And that brings up the heart of the order with number 14, today's pitcher, Cy Zufall, the third batter of the lineup for the Cougars on nobody out. Ball down. Smith is struggling to find the zone. 5 balls in a row after the first pitch single from Hahn. 1 ball, no strike. There's a strike fastball on the inside corner. And Smith works the count back to even on Zufall. Zufall swings at one and fouls it straight back. Looked like he was on it. Pitch might have been a little high, but Zufall's trying to drive in that run from second base. Nobody out. 1-2 count. Smith, no, timeout. Called by Zufall in the batter's box. He steps out. Now he gets reset. Smith from the windup. He gets his signs, comes to the set, delivers, and Zufall fouls another one back over the screen, holding the count at 1-2. Zufall, 1-2 count. There's the curveball from Smith, and he catches Zufall looking on the high curve. Did catch the top of the zone. It was at the letters. Zufall, it was coming in high, but it curved and did catch the top of the zone. And Smith works out and gets a big out there. Cougars still have guys on first and second. 1 down now. Matt Campbell, the catcher, up to bat. Takes a curveball for strike 1. Smith seems to have settled down, and now he's finding his rhythm. Campbell steps back in. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody being held. Abreu gets a healthy lead out there at first base. Campbell swings at a high fastball. Gets it by him. And now it's no balls and 2 strikes. Mumaw's just letting Abreu get a big lead over there. Let's see if Mumaw sneaks in and they try to put a play on. Because Abreu's getting a big lead. There's a ball in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. And the runners are going to advance 90 feet, putting 2 runners in scoring position for the Cougars. And now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Campbell. So Cougars fortunate that ball in the dirt got by Wojtek just enough to advance both runners. We got 2 ducks on the pond, Mr. E. Let's see if Matt Campbell can deliver. 1-2 pitch from Smith. Ball high. Brings the count even at 2-2. Smith from the stretch. Ground ball through the hole, and that's going to plate one. Abreu's being waved around. Here comes the throw from left. He slides. He's safe at plate, and that's a two-run single by Matt Campbell, who advances to second base on the throw. It gives the Cougars a 2-0 lead. Big hit by Campbell, getting it through the 5-6 hole, driving in two for the Cougars. Fielding Strauss now comes to the plate. Third baseman, freshman number 9, comes to the plate. One out, top of the first. Guy in scoring position. Matt Campbell, after his two-run single, advanced to second on the throw. Nice fastball from Smith at the knees on the inside corner, and that's strike one. No balls, one strike, one out. Cougars scoring early, going up 2-0 with one out in the bottom of the first inning. Ball gets past the catcher. I don't think he saw it. That's that sun, Mr. Clark. I told you that sun plays havoc. I don't think the catcher ever saw that ball. Just by the way he worked his glove there, I don't think he ever saw that ball. That's what he said. He can't see it. He just said, I can't see it. I mean, he's got the sunglasses on. I can guarantee you he never saw that ball just by the way he moved his glove. It ricocheted off the umpire's chest and bounced away and let Campbell advance 90 feet. Strauss with a high fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder makes the play in play, but it is going to be deep enough to score Campbell on the tag up. Good sac fly by Strauss. Gets the run in to give the Cougars a 3-0 lead. Good play by the right fielder Gillen to work over there and get the ball to make it out. But the Cougars scratch across another run and are up 3-0. Wade Collins now at bat. Swings through a first pitch fastball and goes down. No balls and one strike. First baseman, Wade Collins, State College product. Takes a high at the letters breaking ball, and that's called for a strike. And it's no balls and two strikes. Two down, bottom of the first. Smith from the windup. Collins fouls it back to the screen. Stays alive, and it's still no balls and two strikes. Smith trying to get out of the inning with no more damage. Breaking ball has Collins out in front reaching, but the ball gets past the catcher, and Collins is able to hustle down and beat the throw to first and get to first base on the pass ball. So it still goes down as a strikeout for Smith, but the Cougars benefit, and the Comets can't record the third out as Collins advances on the pass ball, third strike. So Cougars with another guy on base. Logan Gates, second baseman, number 3, up to bat. Smith from the windup. Strike at the knees. Gates is down 0-1. Sun shining right in his eyes. Left-handed hitters right now are struggling. The catcher's got to be struggling. There's a foul ball right back off the umpire's face, and he's down 0-2. Again, I don't think he saw that ball either. It's brutal back there right now. I hate umpiring games looking in the sun. Yep. Struggling with the sun right now. I've taken a couple like that, Mr. Clark, off the face. Oh, yeah, behind the plate. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. If it comes straight at you like that, it really doesn't hurt that much. Ooh. Nobody covering, and Collins gets an easy steal. He called that a ball. Called that a ball. Kind of looked like it caught the knees to me, Mr. E, but I don't know. Called it a ball. Maybe his eyes were still watering from taking that last one in the face. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 out. Fastball swung through by Gates. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. And that brings an end to the first with the Cougars up 3-0. Big hit by Matt Campbell, 2-run single. Get the Cougars started. And then they benefited from a couple sun in the eye pass balls, and those kind of things happened. So Cougars are up 3-0. Good start for the Cougars. Looks like Zufall's going to maintain his position at pitcher. I would imagine he's going to stay in the pitch for a while. He's pretty fresh. Last time he threw was on Saturday. Threw about an inning against River Valley. Cougars dropped a tough one to River Valley on Saturday. River Valley and Penns Manor come from the same conference. So we've played Homer Center out of that conference, and River Valley so far. We had a game now with Penns Manor. I don't know if we have it. I think we have a game against Marion Center scheduled, don't we, Miss Hughes? Do we have one with Marion Center still out of that same Heritage Conference? So we play a few teams out of the Heritage Conference from year to year. I know we've played Marion Center in years past. I think we played them twice last year. It's James. James, yes. So Connor James, number 4 at the plate. Connor's playing shortstop today for the Comets. They both CO at the beginning. I'm getting confused, Mr. Clark. I keep calling them the wrong names. I keep calling the Comets Cougars and the Cougars Comets. And people are going to start getting mad at me. And I know it. Zufall gets a breaker over for strike 1, even in the count. Ball up. And now it's 2-1. 3-0. Okay, so 3-0. There's a strike. There's a strike. We also play Leechburg. That's different conference, but we don't play Marion Center. Okay, maybe not this year. And there's a drive down the left field line, and it's going to hook foul. Just a long, hard fly ball out. And now the count is full. Connor James, full count. And Zufall, let's see if he can get a put-out pitch here. Zufall working on the mound. Looks in, gets his sign. There's the pitch. Went with the curveball. And had James out in front. I don't think James was thinking curveball there. But James did a good enough job to foul it off and keep the bat alive. Fastball just misses the outside corner. And James works a leadoff walk. So the Comets have the first man on in the top of the second. Number 8, Justin Wojtek, catcher. Takes ball 1, outside fastball. So Wojtek ahead, 1 ball, no strikes, with James taking a lead at first, being held on by Collins. Zufall with the delivery. Fouled sharply to the right side. Got a bunch of coaches and players sitting right there outside the dugout, but they are out of play. That was a hard line drive right at them, and it's 1-1. Slow breaking ball gets Wojtek out in front. He fouls it back, and it's 1-2. Zoo falls ahead in the count. So Zufall ahead 1-2, no out. Runner at first has a nice lead. Chopped, and it's going to roll foul at the first base line. Campbell gets over there and picks it up, keeping the count at 1-2. On Wojtek. So Wojtek battling here, having a nice at bat. Down 1-2 in the count, with James leading off first. Slow roller. Collins will pick it up. Go over and touch first for the force out. So one down in the inning. Soft ground ball to Collins by Wojtek. Was able to advance the runner James to second base. So Comets have a guy in scoring position make that. Now we have number 7, first baseman Braden Mumaw up to bat for the Comets. And this is the first time they've had a person in scoring position. Let's see if they can take advantage. Got a little bit better of a crowd here for the second game. All of our practices for the other teams is over, so some of our boys have shown up to support the baseball team here. Zufall starts Mumaw off with a fastball at the letters for strike one. And that's a balk. Ball fell out of Zufall's hand as he was making his delivery. So that's a balk, and that'll advance the runner to third base. Still no balls and one strike. Mumaw at the plate for the Comets. One out. James at third. He gets a modest lead. Zufall's going to work from the stretch. Fastball pumped in there for strike two. So Zufall's ahead in the count. No balls, two strikes. One out. Top of the second inning. Breaking ball. Scooped out of the dirt. Blocked nicely by Campbell. 1-2 on the count. Zufall gets the sign. Strike three. Fastball right by him. Looked like a nice pitch. I don't know what Mr. Mumaw's looking at there. He must have thought it was inside or something, but it was perfect height. I mean, it was right there. From my perspective, it was a strike. So 2 out now for the Cougars, and Zufall pumps a high fastball past Freno, number 19, Andrew Freno, center fielder, batting 7th for Comets today. Down, no balls, one strike, 2 outs in the top of the second. Curveball outside makes the count 1-1. So Zufall gets his signs, comes set. Fastball swung on by Freno, swung on by Freno, foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. And it's 1-2. 2 out. There's a breaking ball. Stayed way high. He didn't follow through on that one. It brings the count to 2-2. 2 out. Top of the second. Cougars up 3-0. Fastball fouled back by Freno. Stays alive. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Freno did a nice job of staying alive with that ball. So here's Zufall with the windup. Throws a fastball by him. Freno swings through it. And that brings an end to the top of the second. Zufall able to escape that scoring threat with the guy on third, giving up no runs. And it brings an end to the top of the second with the Cougars still up 3-0. Coming to bat in the bottom of the second. We'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back to John D. Andrini Field. Cougars coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. Ben Dunkelberger will lead off for the Cougars. Carter Smith on the mound still for the Comets. High fastball above the zone on first pitch, and it's 1 ball, no strike. Fastball catches the top of the zone. Evens the count at 1. Dunkelberger playing left field today for the Cougars. Takes one high above him and the catcher and the umpire. Sailed it over everybody's head there. Brings the count to 2-1. Smith working from the windup. Ooh, gets the high strike call at the top of the zone, and that evens the count at 2s. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dunkelberger. Smith with the windup. Just below the zone with the fastball, and now we're full. 3-2. Dunkelberger working a full count. Swings through the fastball. Smith kind of blew it by him there, and he gets the first out of the bottom of the second for the Comets. That brings up number 16, right fielder Gabe Corman. Corman caught in the first game, had a couple big doubles. Let's see if he can. Ooh, he takes one off the lead elbow, and he's going to be on base. Had a couple big doubles and a single in the first game. Continues his on base streaks here in the second game. Don't like seeing him get hit, but hey, getting on base is getting on base. Huh? We'll get you some ice, Gabe, and we'll ice that up after the game, and you'll be all right. He's a tough guy. not top of the order, Tyler Hahn, number 13, shortstop, up the bat now. Corman gets a lead out there at first. Smith brings the pitch. It looks like it was inside, and Hahn spins away from it. I believe that's what happened. I didn't really see a whole lot of that. I was just guessing. I was looking over Miss Hughes' shoulder. Hahn up 1-0 in the count. High and inside, high chin music, and Hahn ducks out of the way. And now it's 2-balls and no strikes on Hahn. And Smith taking a little time to compose himself behind the mound. Corman with a healthy lead at second. Looks like the shortstop might try to work in behind him. No play there, and Smith delivers. Hahn fouls it out of play. That's down on 286. Might be in the river, Mr. Clark. That one might have made it. It's a pretty steep drop off right there. It's really not that far to the river once you get down there. 2-1. Hahn with another pop up on the infield. Looks like Smith's going to go for it. Neither one of them take charge. And that ball lands, keeping Hahn alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Smith and Wojtek didn't communicate with each other. Looked like one was calling it, and then the other one was calling it, and neither one actually took charge. And the ball fell in, keeping the bat alive for Hahn. Corman still out there at second. Hahn, ground ball, just outside the bag, foul down the third base line. And it's still 2-2. Hahn, inches from squeezing one down that third base line for a run scoring hit. But no. So Smith from the stretch. Ooh, he had Hahn out in front. Hahn did go. Ball was in the dirt, so Hahn ran down to first. So hold on here. I don't know how they're gonna not say he swung. They're gonna say he checked his swing, and the umpire behind the plate didn't call it a strike on the location, and he didn't say that Hahn swung. So now he's asking the second umpire. They are appealing to the second base umpire, to say if he swung or not. He really wasn't in a good position to say whether he did or not. But they're going to say he checked his swing and make it a full count, sending the runner back to, or making it. It's a ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. And the first baseman comes off the bag on the throw from the shortstop, James. And Hahn reaches safely, with Corman advancing to third. So the Cougars benefit from that appeal on the check swing. Third strike was reversed. Now Hahn goes, and the ball gets past the catcher, and Corman's going to be able to get home for the fourth Cougar run. with Hahn advancing to second base. And it's 4-0 Cougars with one out in the bottom of the second inning with a 1-ball and no strike count on Abreu. Again, Cougars benefited from that call, so they appealed the third strike on a check swing appeal to the first base umpire. Hahn, on his check swing, ran thinking it was a third strike, ball in the dirt. Home plate umpire didn't call it a strike, though. So they checked this, appealed the check swing, and 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 the umpire at second base said that he didn't swing, giving Hahn a chance to extend his at bat. Hits a ground ball to the shortstop, whose throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Just go ahead and turn him on. Just go ahead and turn him on. So Hahn now at second after the pass ball scores a run for the Cougars. And Smith comes set. Pitch inside. And that's a ball 2 on Abreu. 2-0. Brandon Abreu ahead in the count. Carter Smith from the stretch. And the ball gets past catcher Wojtek again. And the Cougars take another free 90 feet. Guy on third, less than 2 out. 3-0 count on Abreu with Carter Smith of the Comets trying to dig himself out of a hole. Hahn getting a nice lead at third. Smith pumps a fastball in there for strike 1. And now the count's 3-1. Carter Smith hasn't got a lot of help out there. He's thrown nice game, but a couple big mistakes have really hurt him. Abreu, long fly, foul ball down the left field line, way out of play. That goes down by the dining hall. He might have been trying to add that as a meatball to the pasta that they had. So Abreu, full count, 1 out. Fouls another one back over the screen. And it's still 3-2. 1 out. Bottom of the second. Cougars up 4-0. Smith delivers. Ball low. And Abreu's going to work the walk. Nice scoop by the catcher, Wojtek, to keep that from getting by him and then letting Hahn advance. So the Cougars will have runners at the corners with 1 out. And pitcher Cy Zufall up to bat for his second time of the day. Got caught looking on a high curveball in his first at bat. Squared around like he wanted to bunt, pulled back. Abreu stole second, and the ball was called inside for ball 1. And it's a 1-0 count. Smith gets his sign, but Cy calls a timeout and steps out of the box. He's sitting way high up in the top of the box. Zufall squares around, pulls back, takes a fastball at the knees for strike 1, and it's 1-1. Cy getting the signs from third base coach. 1-1 on the count. Takes a ball high, way up in his eyes. 2-1. Coach Zufall, Cy's father, down here at third, giving him the signs. 2-1 on the count. He does square around, can't get the button down. It goes back to the screen, and now it's 2-2. Couldn't execute the bunt there. Now we have 2 strikes on him, 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cougars are up 4-0. 2 guys in scoring position here. Let's see if Zufall can deliver and bring him home. And he's out in front of that breaking ball. Carter Smith, nice breaking ball, pulls the string, had Cy way out in front. And that's a big second out of the inning for the Comets. Matt Campbell, who had a 2 RBI single in the first inning, now up to bat, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second for the Cougars. Fouls one back over the grandstand on the first base side. We're just going through all kinds of balls today, Miss Hughes. River is eating a lot of balls today, and the Catfish are going to be happy. So Smith comes set and delivers. Looked like Campbell went. Did he call it? Yeah, he called him for a strike, and Campbell didn't go quite as much as what Hahn went earlier, and they said Hahn didn't go. But hey, we benefited. We got 2 runs out of it, or 1 run out of it. So Campbell down 0-2. He was down 0-2 in his last at bat also when he delivered a single. Let's see if he can come through. Takes one high. No, Matt. So high over his head. And that's 1-2 on Campbell. 1-2 on Campbell. 2 out. Let's see if we can have a little 2 out hit and bring home a couple runs. High foul ball way out in front of that. Fouled it way back over the third base dugout, straight up over our heads. And it's 1-2 still. 1-2 on Campbell. And there's the delivery. Campbell gets it past the first baseman, and that's going to get 1 in. Abreu rounds third, and he's going to score another. And the Cougars go up 6-0 on a sharp ground ball that got past the first baseman, Moomaw, by Campbell. Plate and 2 for the Cougars, and it's now 6-0. Cougars 3 runs in both innings so far. That's right. The pop-up that was not caught over there is costing the Comets dearly right now. So Fielding Strauss up with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Campbell takes off. He's running. Strong throw down, and they got him easy. Nice throw by Wojtek. Nice throw by Wojtek down to the second baseman. Cooper covering on the play. And he applies the tag on Campbell, who was caught easily. But the Cougars strike for 3 more in the bottom of the second and are now up 6-0 after 2. And we'll be back right after this short break. Welcome back to John D. Andrini Field here at Kiski, getting ready to start the top of the third inning with the Cougars up 6-0 on the Comets of Penns Manor. Due up for Penns Manor is Nick Smith, Brighton Gillen, and then the top of the order, Carter Smith. So number 15, Nick Smith, left fielder leading off for the Comets. Zufall delivers, and Smith swings and fouls it back on a fastball. Getting ahead. No balls and one strike. So Cougars out to a fast start here in today's game, up 6-0 after the first two innings. Plate and 3 in the bottom of the first and bottom of the second. Zufall pumps another one in for strike 2. Getting ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, wait. Must have been a ball on the first one. Or the second one. Oh, okay. So there's a curveball. So one of those pitches didn't count because apparently Cy threw it before somebody was ready. But Smith fouls back the 0-2 offering, and it's still no balls, 2 strikes. Zufall with another curveball, and Nick Smith does a nice job of hanging in there, staying alive at no balls and 2 strikes. So Zufall winds and delivers. Strike 3. Nice pitch by Zufall, painting him to the plate. And a quick start to the top of the third for Zufall. Getting a strike out of Smith. Brighton Gillen, right fielder, number 20, now at bat. Brighton Gillen takes high for ball 1. Fastball up around his chin. Zufall is going to step off, slow it down a little bit. Campbell's looking into the dugout, gets the signs from the coaches, relays it to Zufall, and he throws a nice breaking ball, called for a strike, and it's 1-1. Gillen takes high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Zufall's working quickly. He has a nice pace to him tonight. There's a strike. The top of the zone, and it's 2-2. Rocks and fires again. Strike 3. Zufall catches him looking again. And top of third, and Zufall's mowed down. First 2 batters. So the first 2 batters in the top of the third. Struck out by Zufall. He starts the next batter, Carter Smith, off with a high curveball. Didn't get it to break, and it sails over everybody's head for ball 1. Zufall winds and delivers. Driven deep into left field, driving the left fielder or center fielder Abreu back, but he catches it deep in the alley. Abreu runs it down, and that brings an end to the third inning with the Cougars holding on to their 6-0 lead. Long drive by Carter Smith there. But that's the advantage of playing here at Kiski. No fence. You got to hit it a mile to get it out of here. Well, maybe not quite a mile, but you got to hit it a couple hundred feet, further than normal. Yeah, it It was probably out if we would have had in the old days where the fence would have been. That would have been a homer. But yes, there used to be. There used to be a fence here, uh, and it has not been up for a couple years now. So you got to really tank one to get a home run here at Kiski. But nice drive, regardless, by Carter Smith. So if when the fence was up, what you would do is right field pole is 309 feet. Okay, so what you do is you put a post. So you run your string to the right field pole from second base. Okay, and then you just take that and make your outfield arc from right field to left field. And then your left field pole on the line will be 309 feet, the same as your right field pole. And then it's just a nice arc. And I don't know what the exact distances are in the left center and right center and dead center field, but it gives you a nice continuous arc. So that's how you do that. Now, all the people out there in live stream land misuse, no. So Carter Smith from the windup delivers ball high to fielding Strauss. And it's, yep, Matt Campbell got thrown out, still into. So Campbell got thrown out to stealing to end the bottom of the second. So Strauss will come back up to start the bottom of the third. Now he starts his count all over again, and all that also misused. So it's now 2-0 on Strauss. Looks at another ball high. Strauss works the count to 3-0. Cougars have been doing a nice job of remaining patient today and making Smith throw them strikes. No, well, a strike zone is a different size for every batter because every batter is a different size. But yes, so it's from the, well, we can say that it's not exactly that, but yeah. So so Strauss works a walk, and the leadoff man is on board again for the Cougars. Collins up to bat, swings through fastball from Smith, and he's behind in the count. No balls, one strike. Collins gets set. Strauss with a decent lead at first. Smith delivers. Nice strike. And he puts Collins in the hole. No balls and two strikes. Smith going to get his signs. Go from the stretch. Collins is able to foul that fastball back to the screen and stay alive at no balls and two strikes. Fielding Strauss, the runner at first, being held on by Moomaw. Collins, high fly ball on the infield. Moomaw gets under it, and he gets the catch, getting the first out of the inning for the Comets. Looked like he was struggling on that one also, but he does make the catch. Collins is the first out of the inning for the Cougars. Now batting number 3, second baseman Logan Gates. He steps into the left-handed batter's box. Hits a soft line drive. It's going to bounce in front of the second baseman. He throws it to the shortstop, James. So second baseman Cooper doesn't catch it on the fly, but does relay it over to the shortstop, James, to get the lead runner, Strauss. Strauss was kind of caught there, nothing he could do. If he goes too far off the bag, the second baseman just catches it and then doubles him off. So he couldn't really do much there. But Gates was able to reach on the fielder's choice, and then he takes matters into his own hands about getting into scoring position, stealing second base. So he sets Dunkelberger up with a RBI opportunity. Dunkelberger down, no balls and one strike. And there's the delivery by Smith. Dunkelberger fouls it over and hits the top of the roof of the grandstand over there. And Dunkelberger's down, no balls and two strikes. Smith gets set, and he delivers. High curve ball, Dunkelberger takes, and it's 1-2. Field's looking nice out there. Beautiful night. Lights are on. Smith from the set. High fastball, and Dunkelberger's able to take and work the count back to 2-2. 2-2, 2 out. Bottom of the third. Guy in scoring position. Dunkelberger swings through the fastball, and Smith works out of the inning by blowing that fastball by Dunkelberger. Nice inning by Smith, not allowing any runs and keeping the score at 6-0 Cougars after 3. We'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back to John D. Andrini Field here at Kiski. We appreciate those of you out there watching us live. Again, if you have any comments of how we can make this a better experience for you, maybe it's just to tell me to be quiet and watch it without any commentary. If that's the case, just let us know. And we'll do the best we can to make this a more enjoyable viewing process for everybody. So Cougars up 6-0 going into the top of the fourth inning. Cy Zufall out to start the fourth inning again for the Cougars, pitching a nice game so far. Number 5, Tyler Cooper, second baseman for the Comets, up to bat to lead off the top of the fourth. Looked like Zufall missed for ball one. And Cooper's ahead in the count. Zufall from the windup. Gets Cooper to chase a high fastball, and that brings the count to 1-1. So Zufall 1-1 with the delivery. Nice fireball strike with the fastball. Cooper kind of let that one go, and it's 1-2. See if he's tried to get him to chase. Cooper chased the high fastball earlier in the count. Zufall went back up top, see if he would chase another one. Cooper said no, and it's 2-2. Zufall gets him to pop it up. Looks like Hahn's under it. Still, yes, he got it. Hahn worked his way back from the shortstop position. Abreu was coming in from center field. Hahn was able to get it for the first out at the top of the fourth. And Zufall continues to cruise. Detweiler Caden Detweiler, number 99, third baseman for the Comets, now up to bat. Outfield looks like they're playing a little deeper. Corman's deep and right. And Detweiler takes low for ball one. Corman off the line quite a bit, giving Detweiler the right field line. And he goes down the right field side. Looks like Collins is going to go for it. Just can't get to it. Good hustle by Collins. Just out of his reach. I don't know if he would have been in play over there or not anyways. That's close to the out of play line. Good hustle by Collins either way. And if you catch it and if it's out of play, it doesn't count. So you have to catch it before it goes. Yeah, you have to get it between the lines. Yep. Yep, but he was a good hustle. Good hustle play by Collins there. Yeah, if you catch it and then your momentum carries you out of play, yes. But if there's a guy on and you carry it out of play, those guys would still advance. So yes. 1-1. Strike. Curveball brought in by Zufall. And he's ahead 1-2 in the count. Comes with the fastball. Just misses. Detweiler with a nice take. Even in the count at 2-2. Time called by Detweiler. He's going to step out, get himself together. Looks like Detweiler might be using a wooden bat. We saw a lot of that over the weekend. Zufall from the windup. Line drive base hit by Detweiler. Clean single. And that is definitely a wooden bat. You can tell the sound of that wood. Detweiler with a nice, clean line drive base hit. And the Comets have a runner on. So, Caden Detweiler on base for the Comets. Now, Connor James up to bat. Zufall is going to work out his stretch. Collins holding Detweiler at first base. There's the pitch. Low. That's ball one. So James was on base his first time up. Now he has a guy on base for him. Fouls one back over the screen. And James is using the wooden bat also. James is a nice sized boy. Him and Detweiler and Carter Smith. Looks like the Comets have a couple nice players here. So I don't know. I don't think they're out of the game by any stretch yet. It's 6-0. Ooh, high strike called by the umpire. Zufall got a high strike call on that curveball, and it's 1-2. One out, top of the fourth. Cougars leading 6-0. Timeout called by James. He's going to step out. Now he's back in the box. Detweiler gets his lead. Modest lead at first, being held on by Collins. High pop up on the infield. Looks like Gates is under it, and he is. And he puts it away for the second out of the inning. So Zufall gets James to pop up to the second baseman, Gates, for the second out of the top of the fourth. And that'll bring up Justin Wojtek, catcher. Had a nice throw down to nab a stealer of Matt Campbell earlier in the game to end an inning for the Comets. Now he's up to bat. Detweiler still on first after a nice single to left field. And a 1-ball, no strike count to Wojtek. And he swings over the top of a fastball, even in the count at 1-1. Zufall looks in, gets his signs, comes set. Fouled up the right field line by Wojtek. And now it's 1-2. So Wojtek looked like he was a little behind on that pitch. See if Zufall can pull the string on him here. So Zufall set. Curveball does get him out in front. High chopper to Strauss at third. Gets it over to Collins. And that's the third out of the inning. Bringing a close to the top of the fourth with the Cougars still up 4-0 or 6-0. Sorry, Miss Hughes. I get confused here. There's a 4 up there, and so I just saw the 4, and I'm just daydreaming over here. But so Cougars up 6-0 after the top of the 4, and we'll be back for the bottom of the fourth right after this short break. Back here at John D. Andrini Field with the Cougars up 6-0 on the Comets of Penn's Manor, heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Carter Smith still on the mound for the Comets. He's actually pitched not a bad game out there. A couple unfortunate plays have led to some runs for the Cougars. Ball's getting past the catcher, led to 2. So this game, Cougars have a little bit of a cushion, but you know they need to keep working. This game isn't over. So up the bat for the Cougars is right fielder number 16, Gabe Corman. He'll lead off, and he sets a hard ground ball to the shortstop, James, who gets it to first baseman Moomaw for the first out of the inning. I'll tell you what, Gabe Corman, that's a solid hit. I mean, he made it out, but Corman's been on the ball today. He has been seeing the ball well, solid contact, but it led to an out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Smith. And it brings up the top of the order for the Cougars, Tyler Hahn. Oh, just missed low with the fastball. And Hahn's up 1 ball, no strike. So Smith seems to have settled down a little bit from the windup. Hahn sends a ground ball to the second baseman, Cooper, and he gets a throw over to Moomaw at first, and 2 quick outs for Smith to start the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs on 3 pitches, and Smith seems to have found a rhythm out there. Defense playing well for him. 2 ground ball outs on 3 pitches, and now Brandon Abreu steps to the plate for the Cougars. Abreu's been on base a couple times, has scored a run, takes ball high. Abreu made a nice running catch out in center field on a deep drive by Smith to end the top of the fourth inning. Now Abreu's in the box facing Smith, and he's up 2 balls and no strikes. Smith gets his sign, winds, and delivers. Ball high, and Abreu's up 3 balls and no strikes. See if he can get on and get the Cougars a base runner. Squares around, but pulls back, and he does get the 4-pitch walk. The Cougars are going to have a base runner here in the bottom of the 4th. Cougars took advantage of a 2-out base runner in the 2nd. They didn't have it. They got 2 quick outs at the bottom of the 2nd. Cougars got a base runner on and ended up scoring 3 that inning. So let's see if they can take advantage here with Zufall now at the plate. Abreu takes off running. Throw down, but Abreu has that bag stolen easily. As the catcher, Wojtek, had no chance of getting Abreu, who had a big jump out there at first base. Zufall swung through the pitch, and now it's no balls, 1 strike, but the Cougars do have somebody in scoring position. Zufall at the plate with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th, and now the count's even at 1. Abreu's going to get his lead from second. Smith delivers. No. Time was called by Zufall at the plate, and the umpire granted it. Smith delivered the pitch anyways, but that pitch didn't count as time was called just before the delivery. So we're going to reset. Smith set at the belt. Zufall fouls it straight back over the screen. And now it's 1-2 with 2 out. Bottom of the 4th, 6-0 Cougars. Zufall with a guy in scoring position. Let's see if he can be clutch and get another run home for the Cougars. Smith delivers. Zufall with a ground ball. Gets past the shortstop. And Brayu's going to round and get the run in for the Cougars. And the Cougars benefit as the ball takes a hop, goes over the glove of Detweiler at shortstop into center field, allowing Abreu to round third from second and come home with the Cougars' 7th run of the day. Not much Smith could do on that one. He had the ground ball to get him out of the inning. It just took a bad bounce over the shortstop's glove. So now Nelson, number 12, into pinch run for Zufall. So Nelson's going to get his lead out there at first base, and Matt Campbell will be up to bat. Jesse Nelson, number 12, into pinch run. Campbell has two-run singles. So Campbell has brought home, he has a 2-run single and a 1-run single, right? Yes. So Campbell has brought home 3 of the runs for the Cougars. Last time he went to right field. The first time he went through the 5-6 hole to left field. So let's see. Campbell squared around, but he pulls back. It's 1-1. 2 outs. I don't know why he would be bunting, but who knows? New style baseball nowadays. I'll just keep my comments to myself, I guess. So Campbell, he tried to check his swing, and he fouled that. I thought he went. Anyways. I don't know. So that'd be 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're going to say foul tip by Campbell. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nelson still at first. He's going to get his lead. He's being held on by Moomaw. Smith's going to get his signs from the stretch. Campbell's going to call timeout, and everybody's going to step off and reset. No. So Campbell's back in the box, and Smith gets set. Nelson gets his lead. Looked like he called him on the swing. Batter swung, and that's strike 3. He definitely swung. So the batter swung there, and that's strike 3. And gets the Comets out of the inning. But the Cougars do scratch across another run, and now lead 7-0 nothing going into the 5th inning. So after 4, Cougars are up 7-0. We'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back to John D. Andrini Field here at Kiski with the Cougars up 7-0 heading into the top of the 5th inning. Cy Zufall throwing a gem out there for the Cougars so far tonight. And we're going to have number 7, Brandon Moomaw, the first baseman, leading off for the Comets. Zufall gets a ground ball to second baseman Gates, and that plays off his knee. He's going to run over and pick it up. Gates had a problem fielding that ground ball. Bounces off his knee. Not able to get it and make it out. So Moomaw's going to be on first after the error, and the Comets have the leadoff guy on for the 2nd inning in a row. Or not lead. They didn't have the leadoff guy on last inning, but they did have a guy on. But here's Freno. He takes a strike on the first pitch, and Zufall's ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Collins is going to hold Moomaw on over at first base, and Freno's going to be set. Here's the pitch from Zufall. Strike at the top of the zone. And Zufall's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Zufall's benefiting from a lot of those borderline calls tonight. Campbell tried to frame it. Not called by the ump on that one. And it's 1-2. Actually looked better than the second one. But what am I to know? 1-2. Zufall from the stretch. Curveball. Slow grounder to Hahn. He's going to go to first, and Collins is going to make the out over there. Runner was able to advance. Hahn made a smart play and just got the out, up 7-0. No sense of taking a chance. Moomaw had a pretty good secondary lead, and it was a slow ground ball to the shortstop. So he didn't want to take a chance of going to second and having Moomaw beat the throw. So he got his easy out at first base, and that brings up number 15, number 15, Nick Smith. And Zufall gets ahead in the count. No balls and one strike after a foul ball. So Moomaw in scoring position for the Comets. Comets have had a guy in scoring position a couple times tonight. Just haven't had a big hit to be able to drive anybody home. Let's see if Nick Smith can change that for them. Zufall looking in, getting his sign from Campbell. Still looking in. Comes set. Ball high, and it's 1-1. So Moomaw going to get his lead from second. Cougars playing straight up defensively, no shade one way or the other. Center fielder squared up, swung straight through a fastball, and Zufall's up 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, Nick Smith. Smith playing left field for the Comets tonight. High fastball, but swung on by Smith. He wasn't able to catch up to the high fastball. Zufall and Zufall gets another strikeout, and that's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Zufall starts the next batter, Brighton Gillen, off with a strike, and it's no balls, 1 strike. So Zufall from the stretch, high fastball, and it counts now 1 ball, 1 strike. Moomaw remains at second base. He had a leadoff. He was on after a leadoff error from Gates. Hasn't been able to advance past second. And Zufall blows a fastball by Gillen and goes up 1 ball and 2 strike. Let's see if Zufall can work himself out of this little mini jam. Close pitch. Nice waist. Just a little low and outside. And Gillen takes to make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings through a high fastball, and Zufall does get out of a scoring situation again for the Comets, keeping them off the board and bringing an end to the top of the 5th with the Cougars up 7-0 with who's coming up to bat for the Cougars? Strauss, right? Campbell made the last out. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. I lost track of who was going to be coming up for the Cougars. We'll see when it happens. But it looks like Carter Smith is going to stay on the mound for the Comets. Looks like they are going to have a couple defensive position swaps, as it looks like Detweiler is going to go from third over to first. It looks like new third baseman is going to be number 2, Logan Keith. So I don't see Moomaw out there anymore, so I'm guessing Moomaw has been subbed out. Of the game, and Keith has been subbed into the game, with Detweiler going from third to first and Keith going in to third with Moomaw coming out. Looks like we might have a new second baseman in the game. Might be number 18, Tyler Malott. So 18, Tyler Malott in the game at second base for the Comets. And number 9, Fielding Strauss, will lead off the inning for the Cougars. That was 2 innings ago that he led off. Fielding. Because last inning Gabe led off. So Strauss leading off for the Comets, number 9, takes a high fastball from Carter Smith. Carter Smith working into the 5th inning for the Comets. He's been on the mound the whole time. He's settled down over the past 3 innings, or the past 2 innings, I should say, only giving up 1. Cougars scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second. But Smith has settled down since then. 1-1 on Strauss. And here comes the pitch. Strauss sends a high fly ball deep to center field. But the center fielder, Freno, was camped right under it. It was a high fly ball. Center fielder Freno didn't have to move that far for it. Hit pretty much right at him. And that's 1 out to start the bottom of the 5th. So number 10, Wade Collins, first baseman for the Cougars, now up to bat. Smith with the delivery. Ball high. Smith winds up. Sends another one high. 2 balls, no strikes. Collins doing a nice job of just being patient in there. Make him work. He's getting late into the game. Wade swings through a fastball, and now it's 2-1. Looked like he was a little late on it. 2-1. Now the count on Collins. Another fastball, and Smith blew that one by him. 2-2. Smith doing a nice job of battling back here. Collins was up 2-0. Now it's 2-2. Fastball right down the middle. And Carter Smith pins Collins to the plate, picking up the strikeout. Now that's 2 outs for the Cougars. Carter Smith. This is his 3rd inning in a row where he's looked pretty solid. He's finally looking like he's found his groove. Logan Gates at the plate for the Cougars. Tried to put down a bunt, fouls it straight back. Smith's ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Gates swings through the fastball. Looked like he was behind on that. Carter Smith is up, no balls and 2 strikes. Ball down, brings the count to 1-2. Here's the pitch from Smith. Gets it by Gates. And that's another strikeout for Carter Smith. And he breezes through the top of the 5th. Or, I'm sorry, the bottom of the 5th. keeping the Cougars off the board. And it remains Kiski 7, Penn's Manor 0 after 5. And we'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back here to John D. Andrini Field. Cougars up 7-0 heading into the 6th inning. Cy Zufall has pitched a well of a game out here on the mound for the Cougars. I think he's only given up 1 or 2 hits on the night. He's had quite a few strikeouts, and he's minimized his walks. He's been in control the whole time. Number 10, Carter Smith, sends a shot down the right field line, but that's going to twist out of play. Foul. Definitely had the distance to be a homer. If it goes into the trees on the fly, it's a goner, but that was to the right of the foul pole. So it's a foul ball. Zufall, 0-1 on the count. Ooh, tried to be. Matt Campbell held it there for a while. Umpire wasn't buying it, and it's 1-1 on Smith. Comets pitcher. Zufall. Fastball by him. Smith is down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 6th inning. Smith swings. Lines a foul ball past the third baseman. So he's went foul on both lines. And Zufall's up 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the windup. No, timeout. Timeout. Cy Zufall. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smith. Smith fouls it straight back. Caught a good piece of the umpire. He's going to take a little time. So 1-2 on the batter. Give the umpire a little time there. He took a foul ball straight off the face there. Those don't feel too hot. And fouled straight up. Campbell can't find it, but it is going to go over the screen out of play and keeps the count at 1-2. So Cy Zufall working into the 6th. So the little guy miscues, TJ. He loves Cy Zufall. He thinks Cy Zufall is the greatest thing since sliced bread. There's a curveball from Zufall. Nice one hopper to fielding Strauss, who uncorks a throw over the first baseman Collins, and it goes out of play, advancing the runner another base. So sharp one hopper to the third baseman Collins, or Strauss, I'm sorry, to third baseman Strauss. Fielded it nicely, had time, didn't set his feet, and corked a wild throw over the first baseman, Collins, to put the leadoff guy for the Comets on again. And Zufall is going to have to work out of another leadoff runner being on. So the batter Cooper squares around, fouls it straight down on the bunt attempt, not able to put it in play and advance the runner. And it's no balls and 1 strike. So yeah, little guy, he loves Cy Zufall. And you should see Cy play with. Cy's great with little kids. Oh yeah, he is. He's great with little kids. If you don't know that. So Cy, nice pitch at the knees for strike 2 on Cooper. And now he's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. There's a lot of the Kiski boys that are really good with kids. They are. And I think there's a strike 3 from Zufall. Catches Cooper looking. And that's the first out of the inning. And Smith will stay at second base. Detweiler had a nice line drive single to left field last time up. And I mean, he hit it on a line and hard. Zufall goes high, and it's ball 1. Outfield is playing super deep. Corman very deep and right and giving them the line. Dunkelberger deep in left. Abreu deep and straight up in center. Ball. Low and away. Detweiler's being patient. 2-0 on the count. Carter Smith takes his lead from second. Zufall delivers. High. 3 balls, no strikes. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to walk Detweiler here. 1 out. That would set up a double play situation for the Cougars. Detweiler's been hot with the bat, hitting a nice rocket of a line drive last time up. So 3 balls, no strikes. Working around Detweiler wouldn't be awful. And that's exactly what he does. And Detweiler works the walk. So number 4, Connor James up to plate for the Comets. And this is the heart of the order for the Comets. Zufall, 2 on for the Comets. This is the first time Zufall's been in a little bit of a jam. And let's see how he handles it. He's into the 6th inning. He's getting deep into nice curveball off speed. Strike 1. Zufall pulls the string on strike 1. Had James not expecting that one, and he let it go by. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Another curveball, and James lets it go, and that's 2 in a row. Zufall doing a nice job of pitching there, keeping James off balance. Go ahead 0-2. Fastball high. James lays off of it. Works the count to 1-2. Guys at first and second. Carter Smith leads off first. Caden Detweiler. Big lead off of first. Carter Smith off of second. High. And now it's 2-2. Cougars aren't holding anybody on. Collins is playing deep at first. Not paying attention to any bit of that runner over there. 2-2 on the count. Zufall from the stretch. Turns. Goes to second. Carter Smith back in time. Hahn tried to sneak in the back door. Cougars had a little play on, but the Comets were wary of it and got back to the bag in time. 2-2 on the count. There's the slow curveball, and he gets James looking for strike 3, and Zufall is 1 out away from getting out of this little mini jam. 2 outs for the Cougars in the top of the 6th. 7-0. Justin Wojtek, catcher for the Comets, now up to bat. Zufall starts him out with a fastball on the outside corner. He gets ahead. No balls and 1 strike. Curveball hit up the middle, through, and there's Carter Smith. He rounds. Ball's going to come in to the plate way late on the throw from Abreu. And there's Justin Wojtek brings home Carter Smith for the Comets' first run of the day, and that cuts the score to 7-1. Ground ball base hit up the middle by Justin Wojtek. Gets past a diving shortstop Tyler Hahn into center field, allowing Carter Smith to wheel around third and come across for the first run of the day for the Comets. And I think that's going to put an end to Cy Zufall's day on the mound, working 5 2/3 innings with only the 1 run scored. Nice outing here by Zufall today, but that's going to be all for him. And it looks like they're going to be bringing in number 2, Matt Campbell, to try to get out of this 2-on, 2-out situation. So Campbell's going to come in to pitch. Looks like they're going to have to bring Corman in from right field in to catch. And I'm not sure who else is going to be making change here. So Zufall is going to exit the mound, and he's going to stay on the infield and play second base, with the second baseman Logan Gates going out to play right field. Yeah, that. So Matt Campbell going to come in to pitch for the Cougars. Campbell recently got accepted to go to Northwestern University over the weekend, this past weekend. So Matthew Campbell, congratulations on your acceptance to Northwestern. Good job for Matt Campbell. Matt's one of the few seniors on the team this year. Our other senior, uh, Eli Fontanez, is not with us tonight. Hope you're out there listening, Eli, and maybe getting to check us out watching your boys play tonight. Unfortunately, Eli's had to attend his grandfather's funeral, so wishing the Fontanez family uh, many, many prayers and happy thoughts going out to the Fontanez family. We have you in our thoughts and prayers up here at Kiski. Hope you make it back safely, Eli. We miss you. But so Eli's not able to be here tonight, but the Cougars are up 7-1. And Campbell's going to come on and try to get out of this top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Comets have 2 on first and second. 1 on first, 1 on second. 99. Detweiler at Caden Detweiler is at second base, and number 8, Justin Wojtek, is at first, not being held on. Tyler Mellett is up for his first at bat. He came into the game and replaced Brandon Moomaw in the batting order. Mullet was playing at second base. He takes high for ball one. Ball missed low, and it's 2-0 on Mullet. So Campbell can't find his zone on his first two pitches. I can't believe they're letting him use that glove with all that white on it. That would be an illegal glove. Matt Campbell, all that white on his hand there, that's illegal. I don't know why they're letting him do that. It's a distraction to the batter. Should not be allowed to have that on. But anyways, it's 3-1 now on Mullet. Ball was called for a strike. Here's the delivery. Swung late. Ball was by him. And he swung. It would have been a strike either way, and it's a full count. 3-2. 2 out. Runners go. And there's the curveball, and it's a ball. And that's 3. So drop third strike on the swing. A little confusion. Catcher Corman picks it up, throws it on the first baseman Collins to complete the strikeout in the third out of the inning. And that brings a close to the top of the sixth with the Comets getting a run and closing the score to 7-1. Cougars after, right? Yeah, so we just completed the top of the sixth, right? So we'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back to John D. Andrini Field. Getting set for the bottom of the sixth inning with the Cougars leading Penn's Manor Comets 7-1. And it looks like Carter Smith is going to stay on the mound for the Comets. He's been out there the whole game for the Comets. Cougars struck for 3 in the first and 3 in the second. But Smith has settled down since then and have limited the Cougars to only 1 run in the past 3 innings. So let's see if the Cougars can get something started, as they'll have Dunkelberger, Corman, and then the top of the order of Hahn due up. Smith throws a strike ball or fastball on the inside corner, called strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike on Dunkelberger. Swings and fouls one over the grandstand, and it's 0-2. Smith. Now that he's settled down, he's been working fast, and he seems like he's in control out there. There's the delivery. Ooh. Framed by the catcher, not called a strike. Good take by Dunkelberger, and it's 1-2. There's a curveball, and he got it to drop in there, and that's strike 3. that's strike 3 on Dunkelberger. And there's Carter Smith. He has met the pitch limit of 100. So he's going to have to exit the game after he reaches his pitch limit. And I'll tell you what, once he settled down and got on a groove, he was mowing them down. He's done a nice job in the past 3 innings. So Smith will exit the mound, and it looks like number 4, Connor James, is going to take the ball and start warming up. So Smith will go to shortstop, and James will come from shortstop onto the mound and pitch. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And Carter Smith makes it 5 1/3 innings. Did give up 7 runs. I would say that not all of them are earned. Quite a couple pass balls hurt them there in the 2nd inning that allowed the Cougars to get 2 runs. So Smith, even though the Cougars have 7 on the board, did pitch a solid game, not giving up all of those as earned runs. Good job by Carter Smith tonight from the Comets. So Connor James is warming up. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. So the Comets going back to their positions, and looks like James is getting about ready to be done with his warm-ups. And that'll bring Gabe Corman, number 16. Gabe started out in right field for the Cougars with the pitch and change that brought Campbell into pitch. Corman went from right field and now is behind the plate. Now Corman's up to bat. Corman did have a walk earlier in the game, hit a sharp ground ball to the shortstop. Now he takes a strike at the knees, and he's down no balls and 1 strike to Connor James. James with the delivery. Corman swings through a high fastball, and it's 0-2. See if he can stay in the zone. And there's a pitch. Curveball, slow curveball. Corman fouls it out of play off the right side. Keeps the count at 0-2. Gabe ties his shoe. Maybe that's what he needed to do. Get his shoe nice and tight. Now he's ready to go. Misuse. See if he can get 1 down. Here's the pitch. And he gets it past Corman for strike 3. Gabe put a nice swing on it. Just missed, swinging over the top. And that's 2 outs now for the Comets. Brings the top of the order for the Cougars up. Number 13, shortstop Tyler Hahn. That's strike 1 on a fastball, the bottom part of the zone. James is ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Hahn calls timeout, steps out of the box, resets. James from the windup. Curveball fouled down into the river. There goes another ball. And it's 0-2. There's a curveball high. Hahn lets it go past for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James from the windup. There's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Catcher couldn't hang on to it. Gets back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Hahn staying alive. Fouling pitches off. Having a tough at-bat here. There's the delivery by James. Another foul ball by Hahn. And he's being pesky up there. Keep seeing pitches. The more pitches you see, the better the chances. And there's a curveball, and Hahn hits a ground ball to the shortstop, Carter Smith. Gets it over, dug out by Detweiler. And that puts an end to the inning with no runs being scored. Connor James does a nice job of coming in and shutting the door for the Comets. And that's the end of the 6th with the Comets coming up the bat in the top of the 7th, down 6. Kiski Cougars up 7-1 going into the last inning. And we'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back to John D. Andrini Field here at Kiski with the Cougars up 7-1 going into the top of the 7th inning. Last inning here of the game, unless the Comets can pull 6 runs out of their hat in the top of the 7th here. Campbell for the Cougars on to close it out. He came in the last inning, got the last out of the 6th after the Comets were able to scratch across the run. The only run given up by starter Cy Zufall on the day. Cy went a nice 5 2/3 innings for the Cougars. He's now at second base. Campbell gets his sign, and he delivers. Fouled straight up. Corman working back, and it's going to wind out a play off the bat of center fielder number 19, Andrew Freno. Freno fouled it back, and he's down 0-1. Cougars have had a nice, solid game on the mound. Campbell gets ahead 0-2. Blew one past Freno on the fastball up at the letters on that one. Campbell steps off. Looking in to get the signs from Corman from the windup. Curveball. Catches him looking. Dropped a nice curveball in there and catches Freno looking for the first out at the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up number 2, Logan Keith. Logan Keith came into the game as a late replacement. He's been playing third base for the Comets. His first at bat. Swings through a low fastball from Campbell. And Campbell's up, no balls and 1 strike. He's got his sign. He likes it. He's wind up. There's the pitch. Low. Corman dug it up out of the ground trying to buy a strike, but the umpire didn't buy the sell. And he calls it a ball, and it's 1-1. Ball inside, 2-1. So Keith batting now for Nick Smith. He's up 2-1. Campbell gets him out in front of a curveball. Pulled the string on him there. Keith was way out in front, swinging over the top, and it's 2-2. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Cougars up 7-1. Campbell from the windup. There's the pitch. Another curveball. And Logan Keith swings over the top of that one again. And that's a strikeout for Campbell. That's 2 strikeouts to start the inning. 2 down in the top of the 7th. Cougars 1 out away from a win. Finishing off a good day. They won the first game, a 5-inning JV game, 9-3 against Shadyside, and now they're up 7-1 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And number 20, and he got hit. Number 20, Brighton Gillen, got hit on a slow curve by Campbell, and that's going to put him on and bring up the top of the Comet order. So Carter Smith comes up, and the Comets are going to look to extend this game. A couple dangerous batters coming up for the Comets. Campbell's going to deliver. Smith swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-1. Logan Gates out in right field, giving Smith a lot of room down that right field line. Throw over. Gillen dives back in. Safe. Campbell's up 0-1. He's going to go from the stretch. He gets set. Delivers. Ball high. Smith lays off. And it's 1-1. Collins holding Gillen on at first. Campbell delivers. And Smith takes low. And now it's 2-1. 2 out. 2 out in the top of the 7th inning. Cougars up 7-1. Smith fouls a tip into the glove of Corman for strike 2. And now it's 2-2. 2 out. Comets down to their last strike. Curveball just off the outside corner. And Carter Smith works the count full. 3-2. 2 out. Top of the 7th. Gillen's going to lead from first. He's going to be running on the windup. No, Campbell checks him back. Good job by Gillen and not getting a little ahead of himself on the 3-2 count. Everybody runs with 3-2 and 2 out, Mr. E. And Campbell thought maybe he could catch him going a little early, but Gillen was wise to it. There goes Gillen. And a line drive over the head of Abreu, and it's going to roll. Smith is running. Gillen rounds third. He's going to head for home. Smith is into third, dives, and he's in safely. Ball gets by the third baseman, Strauss, but backed up by Corman. And that was a shot by Carter Smith over the head of Abreu. And Smith with a 2-out triple in the top of the seventh keeps the Comets from ending the game. And it's now 7-2 Cougars. Tyler Cooper up to bat, number 5. Cooper started the game at second base. Campbell's going to work from the windup with the guy on third. Ball down, and it's 1-0. Cougars up 5. 2 outs in the top of the seventh. Late rally by the Comets. Fouled high, straight up behind the screen. Bounces off of the top of the screen and back. Almost hit Coach in the head. I don't think it would have hurt him. I don't know if there's anything up there to hurt, but I don't know. So 1-1 on the count. Cooper hanging in there against Campbell. 2 out. Campbell with the windup. And Cooper sends a fly ball down the left field line. That's in trouble. No, Hahn can't reach it, but it's in foul territory. Nice effort by Hahn. Just out of his reach on the diving attempt. And that'll bring everybody back into the box. Cooper staying alive, and it's 1-2 strikes. Good hustle play by Hahn. Dunkelberger and Strauss was also after it. So 1-2. Count on Cooper. Here's the delivery by Campbell. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 over top of the curveball. And that'll bring an end to today's game, with the Kiski Cougars coming away with a 7-2 victory. Big day by Matt Campbell at the plate, bringing in 3 in the first 2 innings and then shutting them out to end the game. Cy Zufall with a big 5 2/3 innings on the mound, picking up the win. And the Cougars come away with a 7-2 victory here against Penns Manor. Tomorrow night, Cougars are back in action as they host Brashear High School from down in Pittsburgh. Game time is 6 p.m., I believe. Yes, Miss Hughes? 6:30. 6 p.m., 6:30. Let's get a double check, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll double check on that. I think it's a 6:30 game. 6:30 start tomorrow. We'll be on the air live streaming for you, and we'll come on the air 10 minutes prior to game time and get you all started. We appreciate you joining us this evening, and we'll catch you on the next game. Thank you, and have a good night.